What is going on, everyone? MikeO back with a mail day recap, just showing off some recent pickups for the collection. Nothing too crazy here, fun stuff, and that's what it's about. Adding stuff to the collection that you want for whatever reason, whether it's nostalgic, whether it's a player you just really love, whether it's a cool card that you just happen to stumble upon, or maybe you're working on some sets. But a lot of fun stuff here. Can't believe baseball season is coming to an end, at least the regular season. Of course, looking forward to the postseason, specifically looking forward to the Phillies, hoping that things work out and they can perform really well in the postseason. I guess we'll see. But either way, the Major League playoffs, baseball playoffs, are incredible. I love watching them year in and year out. Whether my team is in or out, it is just fun to see how things evolve and develop and kind of what legends are built in the postseason. What guys kind of step up and make a name for themselves, not just in the hobby, but in the lore of baseball. So let's take a look at some of these pickups. We have a little group of things here. We got a couple of things that actually came in my ComC order that I forgot about. They were off to the side because they're slightly larger. This is just a little taller, but picked up a couple of these 1983 Big League collectible All-Stars. It's from the game of the century. This is a Chuck Klein, so neat one there. Got some career stats and such. And then we also got Dick Bartell, so a few Hall of Famers. Definitely painted on those caps. Pretty sure those weren't the color of the hats from back then. A Dalton Guthrie, Topps Chrome Platinum. This is a red refractor, serial number 205. It's the Red Trois refractor. Dalton Guthrie didn't play very long with the Phillies, but he was in this set. And it's not one I would certainly chase, but I think this one was priced for like $4 or $5. I was like, why not? If you were to look on eBay, I'm sure guys asking prices would be like $30 for people who are trying to build sets. So figured why not add that one, and then also grab this 1973 Fleer real cloth baseball patches. It's the Laughlin Baseball's finest feats. That's Grover Cleveland Alexander. Alexander hurled 16 shutouts in 1916. So that's a neat one there. Glad to add that one. You have some smaller versions and some taller versions that were in different sets. So happy to add those. And we got a few other cards here. So I picked up a Johan Duran autograph. This is a rookie auto, though it is from 2025 Archive Signature Series. Serial number 13 to 14 on the Topps Allen & Ginter Chrome. I actually like Topps Allen & Ginter paper better for autographs, but I mean the Chrome one still looks nice. He's been a great addition to the Phillies bullpen. Hopefully he makes a difference in the postseason, and a positive difference. You never know with the closers and such. Clearly has the stuff to dominate. It's just all about executing and, staying calm in the big moments. But was able to grab this one. I want to say it was in the $20 to $25 range. These boxes now cost about $100 per box for a single card. So to me, if you find one you want in that $20 to $30 range, I mean, it's really easy to pull the trigger on those. So happy to add that. This is one I've needed for the set for a while. So this is unfortunately going to be cracked out. I wanted to buy it raw, but I grabbed the PSA 9 version, much cheaper than the raw versions. Been making offers on this for a while. It's a 2021 Topps Alec Boehm super short print rookie. So it's in the dugout version. He actually has a super short print as well, a reverse negative, which I have not been able to secure yet. But this is the in the dugout version. And again, I do the golden, well, this is not a golden mirror image variation. This is prior to them coming out, but it's the I do the photo variations. I add them to my Topps flagship set. So out of the case, this will go at some point. Like I said, the raw versions are just a little too much now. So I mean, it looks cool. It's a nice slab, but every now and then you do have to free them. I am a pro slab guy for sure, but certain cards you want in those binders. All right, next edition. It's a 2024 Topps Chrome Update Trey Turner Stratospheric Stars. in a SGC Gem 10. Not a card I was seeking out, just kind of browsing, tossed a bid on it early. And it's one of those, if you win it, you win it. If you don't, you don't. I think I won the bid for this for like $4 plus $4.50 shipping. So can't go wrong with that. You just add a slab to the collection. Trey Turner, fantastic season, has a good chance to win the batting title. Hopefully he'll be back for a few games here at the end of the season prior to the postseason. But his average isn't incredible, but he might very well win that batting title. And overall, he's had a really good year defensively and offensively, but he just does not have a strong market. I just notice a lot of his stuff is pretty darn affordable. And he's a guy who's not like out of the realm of possibility of potentially being a Hall of Famer. I think it's probably be tough for him, but it's possible. All right, I got some refractors here from 2003 Topps Chrome. They are numbered out of 699. Picked up some fills. Beautiful Mike Lieberthal. Nice catching pose there at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. So that was a neat one. We got Placido Polanco, who had a nice career with the Phillies, Tigers, Cardinals. Kind of a fan favorite type of guy. Robert Person, whose greatest accomplishment that I saw was him hitting 2 home runs in the same game that he pitched really well. He actually had a couple really nice seasons with the Phillies, but he was a pitcher. Remember, he had a 3-run homer and a grand slam in the same game. That was pretty crazy. See, he won 15 games for the Phillies back in 2001. But yeah, actually the back of the card here. On June 2nd, 2002, Robert not only threw 5 shutout innings at the Expos, but supported his effort with a grand slam and a 3-run homer. A 116 career hitter at the time, 7 RBIs were a team pitcher's record. So that was crazy. You never know. And Marlon Anderson is a name from the past for the Phillies fans out there. Is a Chase Utley autograph. This is from 2025 Topps Finest. It's a gold parallel, serial numbered 49 of 50. Always love adding some Utley autographs. Had another Topps Now come in. This is the Kyle Schwarber 4 home run game. Should have another card coming out. There's a bonus card if you ordered the preseason set. So looking forward to see what that card looks like. But obviously an amazing accomplishment there by Schwarber. And a lot of people ordered this. Usually when I ordered the Topps Now, I do get a color parallel most times. This one I did not. They did have relics as well. And I believe there is a short printed image variation. So I'll be on the hunt for that one. But beautiful Schwarber. Did add another Trey Turner as well. This is the City parallel variation from Topps Chrome Platinum. I think that's the 2023 set that came out in 2024. Of course, they didn't do a 2024 version, but nice Trey Turner. And then the rest of the cards, just some golden mirror image variations. Been really working to try and get as close to completing this set as I can. I try and get them the year of, because then eventually they just become more and more scarce, more and more hard to find. For various reasons. 1, people buy them up for their sets, or if they're player collectors. And 2, the lesser names, sometimes people just don't think they're worth listing or selling, or they don't even notice. Maybe some people get them who aren't like really paying attention to the checklist, so they just go in comment boxes and stuff. But there's some like dreadful names from a few years ago that I haven't seen listed in several years. So best case is a lot of times when these go to auction, you can get them at a really good price. Sometimes they will be listed at fair prices. You can make offers. Obviously, some are just crazy and you just got to let them sit there for a long time. But picked up the Taiwan Walker from this year, 2025. Was able to get most of these. I got all at really good prices. Johan Rojas. I was able to win this at auction, and it was just in a group with a whole bunch of other cards that I didn't need, like base cards and parallels and stadium club cards, but able to add that one. Tyler Phillips. Most of these, because he's a rookie, guys had these listed really high, and he's had a decent year this year for the Marlins. He's not even actually on the Phillies anymore, though he did make a nice impact last year when he came up. But finally, one went to auction and was able to grab it cheap. Seth Johnson, I missed out on this one a couple times. Guys had it listed really cheap and they would get bought up. So finally, just sat there patiently and eventually had another opportunity to add that. And then the team card, this one was the most expensive of these. This one, been searching out for a while, but was again able to grab it at auction. That was the lone bidder, so was thrilled about that. The team card, so that was pretty neat. So I was happy to add all those, get those in the binder. Successful group of mail. Thrilled to add all that stuff to the collection. Always fun to add stuff, hunt stuff down. Always trying to add a little bit here and there. Sometimes you go a few days, maybe even a few weeks without picking stuff up. But if you're always actively searching, you can just watch stuff and grab stuff at pretty good prices. So that's always fun to do, and it's always exciting to do it while the season's going on, so you can kind of combine that. But of course, the hobby now is a full year, around the year thing. It's going nonstop, so I'm sure we'll continue to have new products continue to roll out for the next few months, and then before you know it, they'll be announcing 2026 tops. So comment below, let me know what you think of the pickups. Appreciate you guys watching. What are you looking forward to most right now? Are you fired up for football season? Are you excited for the upcoming baseball playoffs? Do you have any specific rooting interests? Let me know, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great one.